The Dream Plan Kit is it's a whole bunch of things in one. You get like classes and tools and everything. The heart of it for me is that it's a cut and paste planning kit. And you're unique. I'm unique. Our dreams are unique. Our lives are unique. Even each like week to week is unique. And we don't always need the same things. I've been a long time planner user, agenda user, and I love them. I love like planning everything out. But the truth is, some weeks I need a lot of space, right? And then other weeks I need very little bit of space. And then some weeks it's almost like I need an extra calendar because some projects I'd like to kind of break them down and see what's happening just in one particular area of what I'm working on. And the more I can allow myself to get creative in how I'm planning my dreams, my projects, my life, um, the more empowered I am in how I'm living my life and making my dreams happen. So the Dream Plan Kit is something that has come to being through me needing proper tools for my own dream planning process. And I'm just really happy to share them with you here. So you get two different sizes for the calendars to work in different ways. So sometimes I use this smaller journal if I want to like carry it around with me. And there's this smaller calendar you can plug in that fits in there. And actually, sometimes I use a smaller calendar even in my big journal. Um, if I don't need it to take up the whole page. And sometimes, of course, I like to do a larger one. And this one actually cut off the weekends because I just wanted to focus in on my work stuff. So those are the monthly calendars, and there's once you get started with playing with these different ways of working with your calendars, you're going to be amazed by like all the cool ways that you come up with for playing with it and like playing with time and playing with how you're going to use your time. You also get the weekly cut and paste calendars. I'm just going to show you the picture of it here. They're all separate from each other so that there's no end to all the different things that you can do with this in terms of planning your week. Um, so I wanted it to just be more flexible. And then on the other hand, like some days there's a lot of stuff you want to put in there, and then other days there's not so much. Not necessarily that you're not busy, but maybe there's not as much to write about. And so this way, with all the days being separate, you can just put them in any way you want and give yourself the space you need exactly where you need it. And sometimes when I cut these out, I know the boxes are small. I would often put just like the quality or the essence of what I'm calling in that day, and then write around it in terms of what my actual um, stuff is that I need to put in that day. So I'm sure you're well aware by now. The way to make a big dream come true is to take consistent, steady, little baby steps all the time. So it's like looking at your daily habits. And even though something seems small on any given day, when you keep doing it, it actually makes a tremendous difference. So the Dream Plan Kit includes trackers. These are 7 segment circles, so you can fill them in for each day. And then there's different labels. You can have every day for the next week I will, or you can just put the dream tracker there and you can put a different kind of title. There's a lot of ways that you're going to want to work with these once you get started. And then you just fill that in. There's also a large one if you want, like, there's something big that you're tackling, you can put a big circle down and really, take the time to write some notes each day about whatever it is that you're doing. So also some weeks I like to use a circle as a calendar instead of the squares. So that's the ongoing cut and paste planning dream plan kit. And then there's also cut and paste prompts for different parts of project management. So when you are starting a new project and you need to like process all of your feelings, like the fear, the enthusiasm, the ideas, all of that, you kind of like prompts to take it all out and like put it in your journal so you can look at it more clearly and make decisions about your project. And then there's actual project management prompts for taking all those ideas and putting them into a plan. And then there are momentum prompts. Once you have a plan and you're starting to take some steps, this helps you develop and maintain momentum. And because project planning, project management, maintaining and creating momentum are things that can scare us sometimes, I did make sure to keep these really light and playful and things that you're going to enjoy using. They're things that I'm enjoying using to organize my projects because it can be really hard to be in that place of like, oh, I really want to do this and I have some great ideas, but then I also have these all these places where I just don't know what to do. Or and then I have places where I'm afraid, and then I have places where I feel um, maybe I'm not good enough. And so these prompts take you through the process of like processing all of that and getting yourself into a place of readiness to do the work, right? And then the dream plan, the planning kit that I showed you first off, helps you kind of with the work of maintaining that. So you also get a really in-depth planning and project management class. It's a 2 hour recording of me going over everything that I do related to this. And it was a live class, so people were asking questions and I was answering their questions. So we went really in depth into like everything about creative planning and project management. And then there's also a special little thing you get, which is called the Creative Genius Planning Kit, which is the planning kit that I used to use before I made this one. I used it for the first 5 years of running the Creative Dream Incubator as my full time job, and I love it, even though I feel like I've kind of grown on to new things. I do go back to it sometimes, and I just wanted to share that with you so you get like more, like a little video. It's more of a meditative process for planning your week, so you can play with that if you want as well. I believe that your dream came to you for a reason. I believe inspiration strikes for a reason, and that there is a need for your dream or your creative project or whatever it is that you want to make happen. I believe it's going to be of use and benefit to the people that it touches, and so I want to help you make it happen. And that is what the Dream Plan Kit is all